What's up, everyone? It's Gabby Trades here, and welcome back to the channel. Live trading the New York session, everyone. What's up? What's up? We're gonna look at Bitcoin, gold, NASDAQ, silver, you name it. We're gonna look at everything. But before we get rolling, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and hit the small bell notification so you never miss a live breakdown here with me. Let's see who's in the chat box. So nice to see you guys after I haven't seen you for like the whole weekend. I'm like, I want to see everyone. I know you guys are away from the charts on Monday, and that's literally the smartest thing you can do, honestly. But let's see who's here. Come say hi in the chat box. We have Dano, we have Stanimir, Bearwolf is here, Trevor, and then we have, of course, Diamond Eyes. Who else is here? Mark Bass was here for a little bit. Come say hi in the chat box, you guys. Yes, Marky's still here. All right, so we're good on sound and everything, right? So we can just kick it straight in because we have some things to discuss today, you guys. Choo choo choo, la la la. Okay, so first we're gonna start. Obviously, we had the Broadcom. You guys. We had the Broadcom. So, see, what did we say about Broadcom, right? It's not just another tech stock, right? It's the behind the scenes supplier that is making absolutely key components that are used in AI data centers. So the stuff that's actually helping AI chips to talk to each other, which is way more than just any other company, right? So they talk to each other, they process data fast, and they're able to scale. So we're thinking of Broadcom like a plumbing and wiring of the AI, not the AI flashy model itself. So when we had the earnings last week, we said that's very important. Does it sound good, everyone? Yeah, I think we're good. Yay, Dotty's here. Methodical Marcus, hi. Aaron, hello Aaron, haven't seen you before. So we said last week earnings are going to be very important. What happened? Soon as the earnings came out, Broadcom absolutely sold off because the investors got confused during the earnings call about who exactly is going to be their new big AI customer, right? And how much that customer is going to bring in, right? In terms of revenue, you know, we want to know now. We don't want to know later. Do you know what I mean? So it's not really catastrophic what happens, but you know that uncertainty it's absolutely poisonous for the markets when that happens. So, you know, believe that we're going to get OpenAI as next customer, but blah, blah, blah. We're not sure anymore. So when the investors are not they're not clearly understanding who's going to be buying, how much they're going to be buying, when are the money coming in, they are you know, when they don't know, they're not willing to pay high prices for the stock. When they know that, they have no problem to do that. So clearly, when we don't have when we don't have that clarity, when the clarity goes away, when it disappears, even if the business is strong, investors are going to come and say, well, you know what, I'm not paying a premium for this stuff until I actually understand what's going on. So, you know, things like that are called compressions, right? They're called multiple compressions. So earnings are fine. The business is growing, there is no question, but the stock price drops, and you know, instead of rising because of that uncertainty, right? Because of that uncertainty, and because they're you know, they wanna know what they're paying for. So obviously that's going to hurt the NASDAQ. That's going to hurt the QQQ. Broadcom is huge inside of the NASDAQ, you guys. It's huge, right? So QQQ, you know, ETFs and the entire AI complex is revolving around that. So obviously, you know, that's why we dumped, and these things are important to follow for the overall sentiment. This is what we said. But guess what? This week is actually kind of insane. We have massive volatility trigger. We have an absolute dump of the data that has, you know, it's delayed US macro releases that are coming. So they're going to kick us pretty hard, right? We have CPI, we have unemployment claims, we have, you know, the BOJ policy. Like this week is going to be absolutely crazy, right? So we want to see if we're getting hot inflation, if we're getting strong jobs. Like, what's that going to happen? If that happens, then we're getting the yields are popping. The tech is going to get the first hit if that happens. right? So all of these data is is really important, because if we get any weak growth signals, people are going to start writing about recession again. There's going to be headlines about that. Then defensives are going to catch a bit, but risk assets are the ones that are going to get their liquidity tightened, right? So a lot of volatility this week. So it's not really predict the number type of week. All right, it's not really a predict the number type of week. So look at this, right? Tentative, obviously, but on Friday, it's going to be actually Thursday and Friday that this happens. So 18th and 19th of December, this is when the Bank of Japan is going to bring their board, and they're going to formally decide on the next interest rate move. So the announcement usually happens on the second day. So that's Friday on the 19th. That's when the markets will react the most. So that's really the sleeping catalyst that we're waiting for, you guys, because they're debating whether they should hike towards 0.75. And, obviously traders care a lot about this, because like we said before, if the borrowing yen gets more expensive, some of the leveraged players are going to unwind their positions, which means that, they're going to be selling risk assets or selling US treasuries. Either is going to hurt, right? So because it's going to push the yields higher, and the higher yields are usually bad for the growth and tech, which we super want to be doing good, right? That's what we want. On top of everything, triple witching, you guys. Well, it's that time of the year again, right? So triple witching, we spoke about it before. It happens 4 times in the year. So you have it March, June, as you can see, the 3rd week, and now it's time in December, right? So that's when stock options, index option, futures, they all expire on the same day, because so many contracts will expire at once. Traders and large institutions are going to be forced to roll positions, which is immediately going to increase the trading volume and the volatility, especially in the final hour, which is called the witching hour. Okay, so that's what we're gonna look out for, because this is going to make price action super erratic, and we're not supposed to be like relying so much on technicals when this happens, right? Because it's not just options expiry, right? It's going to be combined with multiple derivatives at the same time. So the moves are going to be bigger, the moves are going to be faster, and they're going to be harder to trust. Okay, does that make sense? So absolutely packed this week. I don't know what's happening. Are we gonna get the Santa rally? Nobody knows. Captain JJ's here, Nikki's here. Hello everyone. Raza and Kun and Lono. Hello. Everyone that's new here, you guys, you know what to do. Smash the like button, say hi in the chat box, and we're gonna jump straight into it, right? We're gonna jump straight into it, and we're gonna talk about Bitcoin to start with. All right. So the thing about Bitcoin is, right, Monday usually no trade day, right? On the 15-minute time frame, we had a little bit of stuff going on down here after a liquidity sweep. We were hoping that this might be real reversal, trading above the daily support. Obviously, that was like a massive manipulation move. Here is it. You have the consolidation. New York distributes these stuff we teach in the course, you guys. I told you, go and get the course. We're getting reviews every day, honestly, and the people are so happy about it. I haven't got a single bad review. People are absolutely loving it. So go and grab the course. You're going to learn everything I do, you guys. And by the way, if you want the discount, you can get it if you join Discord and get on the VIP. It's very easy to do if you want to still get the discount for the course, because I officially closed it, but it's only for the VIPs on Discord. All right, cool. So Bitcoin, right? We usually wait for Monday to develop, so we understand what the price action is going to look like for the rest of the week, type of thing. Now, obviously, right? Obviously, we lost the daily support. Obviously, we're coming from the 0.5. So all of these are massive red flags, you guys, right? Massive red flags. So from here on, we're starting to, we're starting to look at this week's low down here, we're starting to look to exit sub-zero. So that means traveling below 80,490. Where is our support? The only support is going to be our true year open, which is sitting at 78.34, right? With like 12-hourly support at 78.2, whatever. This is the area. So it's not looking good anymore. Bearish distribution is kind of like playing out at the moment. You guys know better than me these things, right? So you have this sort of channel. Now you're kind of breaking it down. All right. So it's not looking good. Even if we're at the 0.236, yes, 0.236 in a massive, price leg like that is always going to be a buy zone. But coming from the 0.5, you need to think about this twice and not really make decisions before Monday ends. Right? You had the weekend consolidation, then you had sort of manipulation, and then the manipulation continued into London, and then, New York completely dumped. So that's what we're dealing with today on Bitcoin. It doesn't look good at all, honestly. Like, it doesn't look good. We've grabbed liquidity, like even the buy zone down here, I wouldn't, even if it holds, right? Even if it holds, there is a slight chance, right? Let's not forget that we have the triangular formation over here. You guys know what that means, right? You're not new here. You understand liquid edge, prosuit, the trading indicators, get them. You have 30 days free. If you don't go and get them, honestly, I don't know. You guys don't want to be helped. Okay. Some people just don't want to be helped. I don't know. But I'm trying to help you guys. So when we have this liquidity formation, I've made videos on that. Hello, Tony. Sometimes the low, the double bottom down here could hold, right? So there is a slight chance that yes, we might wick, which is technically going to mean we're coming sub-zero, which is 80,490. So technically, the move is going to be completed. So if that happens, all right, maybe I'm willing to take this as a buy zone. But ideally, price needs to trade or at least wick 80,490 and give us some confirmation on some higher time frame. DeFi Drifter, hello. Okay, it's very cool when I see new people here. You guys are most welcome. If you haven't joined Discord for the daily updates, do so, right? You can get your VIP role as soon as you join in. There is no free chats. There is no BS like that. You just get the daily updates. You have to get the VIP with the sign up with Bluffin, right? So I have all these exclusive campaigns for you guys. You have nothing to complain. I always get the best stuff for you from what I can get. Right? If you're a whale, you get even more bonuses. And if you're not a whale, you get plenty of bonuses as well. And with that, you get your VIP role for my Discord and you can get the discount for the course. So it's all kind of lined up for you. Yes, the stream is going to get even better. So far, okay, where am I standing in terms of trading? So currently, let's see the trades. Man, that's kind of crazy. Remember, I'm so glad I took profits on the Ethereum long, because it looks worse now than the short that I'm in. So if you remember, last Friday I took a short a little bit earlier. It's not high leverage. Let's see what leverage, 25x, not too bad. So I was like, this is not looking good. Coming from the 0.5, like I need to keep this. So I kept this over the weekend and it paid off. It paid off because today when I tried to long on the 15-minute confirmation, which is nothing, on Monday, which is against my rules, everybody knows, Nikki knows. Ken Rocher made it. That's so great. How much is the course? The VIP is free. You only need to sign up and trade on Bluffin, to get the VIP. And then once you're in the VIP, the course is $350 and I'll get you a discount. You're going to get it for like around $250. So, and it's value that people usually charge thousands, right? There is a high ticket offer, which I don't have for you guys unless I'm doing private memberships, but private mentorships, but we're going to see that for future. If you guys need me to do, I have a couple people ask me for private mentorships, but I don't know if I have the time, but I want to help you guys. So we'll see. So anyway, so that's the trade that saved me today. Thank God that I have it. And like I said, this is what we're looking for, right? This double bottom down here with, high probability that price is going to tap the 80,490. Okay, that's what we're looking at, you guys. Everyone, make sure to share the stream because we're losing people. I don't understand why. It's so annoying since I'm giving such valuable information. But anyway, so tomorrow we're gonna get the true week open. If it's below, you know, we're gonna catch at least a little bit of buys. We're gonna see how it goes for tomorrow for Bitcoin. But for now, it's just bearish as hell. This is what we're dealing with. Coming from the 0.5, thankfully, we have more than one concept. Ken Rosher, the course is fantastic. Amazing. Very worth the price, 10 times its price. I do realize that. I know that I'm being very cheap, but I also know that everyone got extremely wrecked, especially when I released it on, when did I release it? Like, I'm pretty sure I released it after the liquidation on 10th of October, which was horrible. I felt really bad, honestly. Like, it was, I lost as well. All my bots, I had like algorithm bot running as well. It was so profitable, like 90, I think we had over 90% winning rate, and then the liquidation came and I was like, it was so bad. But anyways, all right, what else do we need to talk about Bitcoin over here on the weekly? Do we even need to look at it? Not really. We've wicked way too much. There's just, it's no support from here, chads. You know, besides this double bottom that might save us, but you know, true year open is more likely at this point. All right, let's look at ETH real quick. ETH slightly doing a little bit better than Bitcoin, like obviously not amazing, but trading above 2,900. I'll take that. I'll take that for now. You know, on this asset, I want to see 2,800 hold. That means the long is gonna hold. Like, so far, I don't know. Yeah, it's I'm so glad I took profit on that. Like, damn, because we were up like, I don't know how much, 400% or something. Look at where we're now. Like, the short is doing better, you know? So it's like, okay, whatever. At least we took profits on that, but we positioned ourselves really well. Okay, we positioned ourselves really well. But, you know, let's say the asset is stronger, so the areas here might hold 2,800, 2,900. I'll think about it tomorrow, not today, but maybe. Okay, maybe. You obviously have some IFVGs as well here that you can work with. But overall, your double bottom as well, right? Let's just stack them on top of each other, but you'll still be able to see them. Right, the double bottom over here, so that's 2,700, 2,600 for ETH. That's the area. Hit the like button, everyone. Yeah, I don't know how many people we have live, but we need all of them to have liked the video. Right, so massive bearish candle. I don't like it at all for a Monday. It's not very cool. But ETH, these are the zones. Solana, we've discussed already. All the problems on Sol, massive problems, right, that we had. Double liquidity formation, more liquidity to the downside. So first, now we took the lower side. We were hoping we were going to take the upper side first, but no, whatever. So now we took the lower side, so 128. Okay, 128. Support here at 123, but what's the point when you know that you have liquidity at 121? You know, you are kind of praying to hold these areas, right? Because if you start losing this, you know, it's gonna get very nasty. Last resort daily support at 109, and from then on we're pretty much screwed, right? We're pretty much screwed if we start losing these levels. I don't think we will. I think we're going to protect these levels. I think we have a little bit more to see from this price action, but for now, it's just like, I mean, look at it on the weekly, right? On the weekly, it's just horrible. On the weekly, you have liquidity sitting below the daily support, right, at 95. Weekly liquidity, like that's a huge target. And I mean, look at the candles, like look at the weekly candles. It's just complete rejection at the levels 140, 144. We wanted to break these levels, we didn't break them. So we're clearly going where we don't want to go at the moment, right? If you're a bear, happy days. But if you're a bull right now, you're just like, nothing's happening for you at the moment. Like literally nothing. On crypto, absolutely nothing's happening for you. Hold on, let's look at XRP. Which one is the chart at XRP? Oh, here we go. Man, oh my, that's just like rejecting from the 0.5. It was literally the last resort, you guys. It was literally like, you know, from here 177, like that's pretty much the only line of defense that we have right now. Yeah, losing that is literally gonna send us down to, you know, $1 potentially. So yeah, XRP is like super dead. Like look at that, look at that. It's just a dream come true for the bears. Do you know what I mean? Kuhn, some sort of Santa relief rally would be nice, but we really need to break levels with confirmation. Absolutely. Like even if we start trading higher on a Santa rally, it could be just a dead cat bounce, you know, considering all the liquidities that we see. You know, it's just it's ugly. It's really ugly at the moment. You know, the only good thing that I'm seeing on the charts right now is literally like metals, gold. So let's look at gold a little bit, right? So what are the opportunities over here with gold? Today, by the way, there was a very nice lower time frame short for gold over here. Let's look at exactly when that was. Oh yeah, over here in New York. Now, if you're part of the trading course, you would know very well what are the best trading times, right? What are the best trading times? You would know that. Okay, you know when the market is supposed to manipulate, you know when you need to be watching for that trade. Okay, especially in New York session, you know what to do when London is trading in a specific way, what to expect when Tokyo is trading in a certain way, what to expect. You know these things. Okay, very important, you guys. Good job, Nikki knows. Yes. So over here, right over here, this was pretty much your entry. Let's have a look. 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame, right? 9:30. Look at this manipulation. You're already seeing that price wants to pull back, right? Like if you don't have the experience, okay, it's so easy, you guys. It's genuinely so easy. What you need is just the training. Go and grab your course, get on the VIP on Discord for free, and I'll give you the discount code. Go and get it. So very easy, right? Extremely, especially if you have the indicators as well. Again, 30 days for free. Go and test them out. This formation over here in a bearish bias, right? When you see, well, you don't have the bearish bias over here because price is clearly trading very strong, right? So you don't have it. But when do you start developing? You start developing as soon as London starts to finish over here within that you know, range formation, right? So you get your first bearish confirmation on the 10-minute time frame. You have it on the 5-minute, on the 15-minute as well. Point is, clearly we're looking on the 10-minute right now. It's the most clear for the example. You have that bearish formation as well. You start exiting the range with force, right? You start exiting the range with force, this candle in particular. You're retesting the level, continuation, you manipulate at 9:30 and you distribute, right? You distribute. And that's your trade. Where is your exit? Here, 10-minute time frame. If you don't know how to find your exit, it's marked for you, right? The indicators are gonna mark it for you, literally. Okay, this is your exit. Why? Because test of that level could be a continuation long, so you pretty much could go long in this area after that as well, right? And then you know when to look for the confirmations, and you know when this might be just a dead cat bounce and all these things. Okay, mind tapestries here as well, you guys. So yeah, genuinely not very hard, okay, but you do need some training, you do need some guts to start entering the market. And honestly, money are there to be made Hit the like button, everyone. Yes. So yeah, over here currently, right, the reversal, in my opinion, is not so strong at the moment or on any time frame. The only thing we're coming from here on gold is the support. So if you've managed to put, you know, a position down here on the 10-minute limit, and now you're in profit, you're starting to secure your position, because this reversal is not confirmed, right? It's not confirmed. Especially you have the Asia low over here, which again you get with the indicators, right? Get the indicators, you guys. Here is the link. The link is in the description box. You have 30-day free. Highly recommend. Right? So retesting the Asia low and kind of continuing to drop, it could be a continuation move over here. Now, the thing about gold is, right? The thing about gold, if you see the 10-minute area also coincides with a previous area of interest that has been broken. So it could be a continuation long over here. Zibo says hi, and I'm glad you're doing well. Hi, Zibo. Hello. All right, here we go. We have double top here on gold. Now, I highly favor the idea that these double tops are going to be targeted. Okay, highly favor that idea. You know what the second idea I really favor? The second idea I really favor on gold is to short from here. So in fact, I have a limit order set here. I think here and at 400 as well. 1 minute analysis. 1 minute analysis. Okay. We're gonna do a 1 minute analysis. On the 1 minute analysis, it looks kind of okay, right? On the 1 minute analysis, not too bad. Certainly not anymore, right? After this formation. So if I see that, usually I'd like take some profits, and then I would probably monitor what's happening rather over here, right? What's happening rather over here. Same thing, absolutely same thing, just as the 10. Ma'am, I'm Indian and I'm okay. Amazing. Okay, so here we go. Right, you have your range. What's going to happen? Are we going to break out? Which side that breakout is going to be? That's what you're looking for. Okay. Big fans, love to see it, you guys, love to see it. So if you're a big fan, go and share the stream, right? Go and share the stream, because we need more people to see us. We need more people to see us. But anyways, I would really want for gold to come up here, because I want to short the all-time high. Now, as far as silver is concerned, right? As far as silver is concerned, we're kind of rejecting pretty substantially from the fib extension over here, 2.618. We didn't reach 65, so we're at 64. But honestly, a bit too much of a drop over here. So I'm monitoring that as well. Monitoring that as well. Maybe same thing, right? Maybe we just stab one more time, and then we start selling off a little bit here. I think it's pretty much due for a pullback, right? It's pretty much due for a pullback. They could literally bring this thing back all the way down to retest, you know, $50, $54, these levels. So I'm really hoping for, it might not happen, right? It might just go to $70 next, but still, you know, you got to take the chances when you have them. Palladium's been absolutely ripping today. Here it is, our previous point of interest. So Palladium is on the go big time at the moment, which is amazing for anyone. I think Dottie was in that trade. Dottie was also trading USD CAT today. Anyway, S&P 500, our short zone, same thing, right? But in reverse, right? You have the formation over here. You have the formation, the thing that we were talking about, Bitcoin. You're looking at the tops here. In this case, that's double tops, and you want to short from that area, basically, right? So what happened over here is you took the previous day low, right? So that's your previous day. Highly time frame analysis. You had a little bit of a bounce after that. minuscular, right? Minuscular. Well, you know, not too bad still. Like even if you are, yeah, that's a 38. Like not too bad. Is there a reason why Palladium is on the move? Well, you know, it was very bullish, but 15-minute time frame, like look at that. This might be it, to be honest. Even though it's a very short-term time frame, this formation over here is starting to show some weakness, right? So again, you want to see how this forms over here, and you want to see the clear range, and then you want to see whether price exits that range with strength, right? This is the kind of stuff you're looking for. Look at Bitcoin. Yeah, we already discussed Bitcoin, mate. Pretty bearish on Bitcoin. We're short at the moment, or at least I am. Mac Tommy Tom, I'm in a massive loss. I'm really sorry to hear that, mate. What's your liquidation price? I mean, assuming you're on leverage, like, dude, it's just so, I mean, so if you're new here, the way we're looking at this is we have the range model theory, right? This is what I teach. That's the model that I teach. And when price is rejecting from the 0.5 or the equilibrium of that, the price leg on the higher time frame, that is pretty bearish usually. So that's how we look at it. I'm really sorry to hear that, but like I said, the thing that we're looking out for is maybe some longs into tomorrow. You just enter a long, okay? Not very great. So no, I don't see this stopping before reaching at least 83.8. You know, I don't see this stopping before reaching 83.8 at the very least. Tom Hugson, good to see you, Gabby. Good to see you too, mate. So happy you're here and saying hi in the chat box. We're looking at Matt Tommy's long, which looks terrible at the moment, but yeah, at least 83.8, and then you're looking 82 to potentially test 80.4 as well. So it's not looking good, my friend. I'm sorry to break it down for you, but yeah. You look AI. I look AI. I look AI. Should I take that as a compliment? I'm not sure. Should I take that as a compliment? Kun, should I take that as a compliment? Compliment for real. Okay, yeah. I agree. I mean, if I look like an AI, I guess AI are trying to look perfect. Let's go back just because the TradFi here. NAS, same thing from our zone of interest, short. 25k potential support on the 4-hour. Let's see. 12-hour looking absolutely terrible. 12 hours looking absolutely terrible, but same thing. Like even if you look at the small range, you're exiting with strength, so that's a short. Undoubtedly, it's a short. Nah, because ain't no way you got that beauty and intelligence. I don't consider myself beautiful. In fact, I went on I'm gonna tell you, I've been complaining all day. I made a reel on TikTok and someone said that I have fish eyes. And someone said I have a horse head. And I was like, what? It's so funny to me. Hold on. What else did I want to look at? Let's see at Dory's trade today. Oh, what were we trading? Oh yeah. Oh, nice one. Dory, did you manage to catch that trade? No, Dory was long here. He was not wrong, right? He was not wrong. But the problem was this area up here, this mini zone area. So yeah, it's probably gonna go and hit his target now. I hope he's still in the trade because it was good trade. Guys, can you stop, please? This and that, I'm in love with you and stuff like that. We're here to learn, okay? Just focus. Fun Brady, what type of leverage do you trade gold with? If you go in my description box, you'll see what I trade. Where I trade CFDs. So the leverage is preset. Usually forex is very high leverage, right? So you can trade gold on Bluffin as well if you want. There's a ticker for that, but I usually trade it on the TradFi markets. So ETH BTC is still in that disgusting little range. Nothing's happening here. Do you guys have any alts that we should look at, or you think it's worth looking at? Because I don't think anything is worth looking at the moment. But hey, maybe you have something. Yeah. So gold CFDs is what I do. Sorry. So first of all, it's not an exchange. It's a brokerage, mate. It's a brokerage. Okay. I'll help you out. Hold on. I'll let you know. Let's just get on the channel. Hold on. I'll show you what to do. First of all, I'm gonna check how many likes we have, because if we don't get enough... Okay, so we're missing one like. We have one person who hasn't liked, and that's annoying. So if you come down here, you will see I trade crypto here. Get VIP with here. Okay, so I try to make it very clear for you guys in the description box of what to do. You click more under the video. It's clear as a day. You have nothing to complain about, okay? Right? So I trade crypto here. With this sign up, you get VIP on Discord, which is here. Okay? And CFDs is here. This is the link, right? Down here. You click it over here, and that's where you'll be able to trade CFDs. Okay, you're welcome. We should probably do some training on that as well, right? Now, especially for the crypto people that are not very understanding of that. FTSE. Haven't looked at FTSE in a while. Honestly, also doesn't look that hot at the moment. Weekly? Oh no, weekly is looking fine. Weekly is fine. DAX, disgusting range. Needs to get out of this range, but you can use the range model theory here easily to trade DAX. Tesla, we're probably hitting profit soon on Tesla. Yeah. A little bit more. And then we're gonna look for shorts on Tesla. This has been the longest, like, for the whole year, mate. Crazy. Virtuals, I don't know, man. I haven't really looked at it. 7% down. Nothing is holding. This is just, it's a short. Yeah, I mean, it's just horrid right now. It's absolutely horrid. It's gonna go for these lows as well, it seems, right? And then just figure it out, right? Go figure. What's the point looking at Mantle, really? I don't know. Like, look at this week, 61%. What are you talking about? I mean, even if, like, at the best case scenario, right, you're looking at the 50% of the week, that's like 0.5 or something. You probably would have some sort of point over here, right? Just, you know, historically, a level of a breakout level, 0.5. So I guess at 0.5, maybe I can think about it. But Matty goes short, baby, short. You see what I mean? You have the equilibrium of the wick over here. Some people use that as a strategy. you know, there's a lot more to it than, hey, you're just using the 0.5 of the wick. But the point is that if you look to the left on virtuals, it's a breakout point, right? You see price traded below here, and it broke out. Here it was ranging, it broke out. Decision making broke out. So if they bring price back to that level, virtuals might have a chance. Does that make sense? So let's just mark it. We're just mark it over here. But until then, that's another 28%. So it's just like crazy. What else? M&T. Okay, cool. Let's look at M&T. Dude, I haven't looked at that in ages. All right, cool. Well, it went to the very, very low of... See, this is the kind of things you get with the indicators. Fun, brainy adventures. Go and get the indicators, right? I don't want this video to play. You have the link down here for the indicators. Where's the link? Oh yeah, here. You get 30 days free, okay? So you get the indicators, get them because they will give you the levels. So here, look at M&T. This was the daily level, very important level, right? Level that was created beginning of the year, January, right? The indicators are marking it for you, okay? And all of these levels down here, which were relevant before. And they still are, obviously. But... you know, nice retest of the daily support, 0.92. Confirmation with a breakout on a daily, right? Now you pretty much don't get that of a good entry over here, but actually you probably could. Yeah, just about you can get, right? But yeah, 1.42 resistance. Currently right now you're not managing to break. But you have a target to look forward to. Look at that. Up to 179, almost 180, potentially. And then after that, I could not tell you. After that, what's possible. Nothing on a daily, on a weekly. Yeah, probably retest that zone, and that's about it if it happens, you know. Do we have any other house rules? Kun, yes, house rules. Guys, stay focused on trading, okay? Do we have anything else that we want to look at? Do we have anything else that we want to look at? Futures, I'm pretty sure we gap down. Yes, weekly. Yeah, so we might be looking to close that, hopefully. In the coming days, tomorrow, that would be nice. Nat gas, I want a long around 3.8, 3.6. We have a gap here as well. 3.3. I have a second order down here as well. US oil massively bearishly distributing at the moment. So okay. Matty Ghost is waiting for 63 on Bitcoin. Jeez, let's eval. Let's eval. What's at 63, mate? Yeah, we have a buy zone down here. That's not a lie. 63. What do we have at 63? The middle of the range. Retesting the middle of the range. Really? Let's hope not. Let's hope not. It's gonna be a bit too much, in my opinion. Can you look at Algo? Ken Rocher? Yeah, of course. Algorand. Terrible. Very bad. Weekly is looking disgusting. Here you go. 0.09. That's the literally again the double bottom for you, almost 0.08 as well. Like these are your 2 points of interest. You have liquidity sitting at 0.0927, so I'll pay attention to that. Sorry, 0.094. Say 0.094 you have liquidity. Okay, so it might be going for that. Too much. It's absolutely bearishly distributing completely. Something needs to happen before anything. But having that liquidity here on the daily, it's most probably going to be targeted, it seems like. It feels like Santa Rally is a slope down. I agree. Was hoping for a complacency bounce. Yeah, me too. We might get it, right? Like, don't get me wrong, right? We're still trading in December, and we have just entered into it, right? We've just entered into it. So this might be just, you know, another manipulation to then just distribute higher. That's what I'm hoping for. Now we have a lot of time. We have just entered into December, you guys. We have just done it. We have just done it. So, you know, might happen. I mean, is it really a surprise where VIX is bouncing from? Like, genuinely, is it a surprise? I mean, honestly, the volatility index is just crazy at the moment. It's like thinking about, you know, the levels that we might get. Yeah, there's gonna be some stuff happening for sure. I've been analyzing the VIX. I did that, I think, like 2 weeks ago. I back tested it. I back tested it pretty hardcore with all the spikes. So know that we will know what to do when it happens. We will know what to do when it happens. But before then, you know, we just gotta be ready for that spike, right? Double liquidity on the weekly, so we might see it at 12.8. Seeing it at 12.8 is gonna ring the bells of danger for sure. Dollar didn't even reach our $100, and it's just like sinking right now. Yeah. Well, Harish, no, I need shorts to keep printing. Yeah, I agree. I'm also short now that it's doing well, so I'll, you know, let it print. Bitcoin, if you scroll the video that we just started, the live stream, we were discussing the points of interest. Tomorrow is probably going to be a bit more clear, hopefully. For now, I'm not very hopeful. Coming from the 0.5, at least, you know, we have to see at 83.8 or 80.4. Hi, Gabby. Euro USD. Yeah, sure. Let's look at the euro. Yeah, I told you guys I'm pretty bullish on euro. I discussed that with you a couple weeks ago, I think. A few weeks ago, someone asked me, we were talking about it. Euro, what you're doing right now, you're trading the range, right? You're buying at 1.15, 1.15171. That's your buy point, right? According to the range, your premium pricing, where you should start unloading, is at 1.180, right? So that's what you're doing right now. On a weekly, on a daily, that's what you're doing. Right? 12 hourly, you have also liquidity at up here, which is at 1.19. So runner left, right? Because how do you trade that? And I teach you guys that. I've made a video for you also on YouTube, right? When you buy here, first take profit, second take profit, reverse trades, leave a runner if you have liquidity. In that case, you know you have liquidity because you have the indicators, If you don't have the indicators, get them. They're in the description box. You have 30 days free. Go and do that, you guys. I can't recommend it more. And trade on Bluffin. Use my link to trade on Bluffin so you can get all of my daily updates that I do every day for you guys on Discord. Soon we're also going to open a Telegram group for that if you prefer Telegram. Okay, just one thing at a time. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to tell you that I'm going on holiday next week. Hee hee. So next week, 2 weeks break. Okay. Better Twitter, hello. I'm doing great, thank you. How are you? Long time no see, mate. But yeah, that's for Euro USD at the moment. Pretty nice trade. Yeah, gold's gonna be very nice. If it rejects here at the double top formation up here, just clean these highs, send it lower. It will be so good. I mean, obviously you're not gonna be entirely like hoping that you're gonna get 3,800 possible, but strong work, Gabby, thank you always. Right, but you definitely have some areas to pull back to. You have a lot of areas to retest, right? So it will be very nice if we manage to catch a short on gold or silver. Just watch them, right? Any divergences? Where are you going? I'm not telling you, Captain JJ. I'm not doxing myself. You know? Market's not really interesting at the moment. I find the market very interesting at the moment, actually. It's pretty damn interesting, if you ask me. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. Oof, the sweeps are so bearish right now. You know, unless this candle turns bullish, but even the sweeps are telling us that we're gonna see next at 83.8. So okay, I want everyone to have liked this video. I want every one of you who wants to support the stream, who wants to come on Discord and get the VIP role, get the discount for the range model theory. All you need to do is use the link here for Bluffin, where you're gonna get amazing bonuses. If you trade, if you make volume, if you trade big sizes, you get a lot. If you trade smaller sizes, you still get a lot. For your size, you guys, I highly recommend you do that because yeah, I love them so much. And if you are looking to trade TradFi, I told you the CFDs link is down here. Okay, so the sweeps are bearish, right? For anyone. Luis Gonzalez, hello. So happy to see you guys here. So yeah, we're kind of like at this hour, you know, in the afternoon, deep in the afternoon session of New York right now, right? So if you're in a trade New York afternoon, you guys know that it's just a play around time, you know? It's like, hey, we're gonna not, just kidding. Jokes. ETH is reacting, right? I mean, ETH is you know, 2,900 reaction. So if we're looking at ETH, I like the location at it, right? I genuinely like the location at it. If you're looking at Bitcoin, is it at a breakout location? Yes. You know, do you have your fair value over here before a breakout? Do you have your, you know, order blocks? You do. So is it an area for a buy? Absolutely. But I rather keep to myself at the moment until we start trading at least above the 0.236. But I rather do it tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna take a long, it's probably better for Monday to play out, for us to get our true week open and then move from there. Does that make sense? So tomorrow, more clarity. For now, we're short and we're printing, which is good. We're long ETH, still printing because we're long pretty pretty good level. Ed's Vu is asking me, yeah, I'm on my own. Did you went on your own? Yeah, I'm on my own, bro. That's my own channel. Yes, I used to stream for Coin Bureau as well, but yeah, I just focus on my stuff. Like there is no point, you know, like I'm just stretching myself so thin. It's just crazy. Like doing 2 streams a day, bro, like there is no way. I also want to trade, right? I want to be able to catch London. I want to be able to, you know, I want to be able to trade when I want to trade. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. I'm leaving liquidity behind. I like that. I like that. This reversal here was from the 10-minute, right? Yeah. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. This was your short on gold. This was your long. Very great stuff. Not a bad price action, honestly, for a Monday, especially on gold. But what do you expect? Like, of course, gold is going to be the one. US 500 also not too bad. Also not too bad. But bless, good luck. Thank you, Ed. And I think we're gonna again, guys, if you want to join Discord, this is the link. Okay, if you want to get your VIP role, use one of the links below, put your UID on Discord, and you're gonna get the VIP, and then you're gonna get discount for the structured course. We've only had amazing reviews on it. Go and get it, you guys. Now you can get the indicators for 30 days free. I keep telling you these things because these are honestly super cool stuff for you guys. All right, I'm also gonna bounce Kun. Thank you so much, everyone. And we're starting the week. Like I said, next week we are going to be not live streaming because I'm gonna be chilling with my family for Christmas, etc. So I suggest you guys do the same. But I'm gonna be reviewing, obviously, on Hibachi. Hello. I'm gonna be reviewing, obviously, on Discord and everything. So make sure to join Discord, right? And get your VIP role. It's super easy. If you don't do it, you're just lazy. Okay, Trevor, you're welcome. You guys are the absolute best. I will see you tomorrow, right? We have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're together. And yeah, I think that's it. But good job today. Good job today. I'll see you soon, you guys. Bye-bye.